Everybody doing today? My name is Dominic, and I'm reporting at you live from the conference room. We're going to be having a very important business meeting today. Always remember throughout this business meeting that I'm not your financial advisor. This video is made for entertainment purposes only. Now, if you know, you've been following my channel. We've been talking about oil and gas stocks. We're going to the moon. ENG, Profire Energy. Profire Energy just reported their earnings for the full year 2021 and quarter four for 2021 just now. I actually haven't read the whole thing, so I'm going to be reading the whole thing with you guys. Stock's really not doing too much. Profire Energy, the stock, the company's been doing a share buyback program. I did read the earnings a little bit. It said that they repurchased around 600,000 shares so far. And on their press release back in September of 2021, they said that they were going to buy around $2 million worth, so they still got some more to buy. So Profire Energy, we're going to be talking about their earnings. ENG has been going to the moon. It went from 90 cents to $2.50. The stock is crazy. It's ENG's nuts. Okay, ENG. Ordinarily, I would be taking profits in that type of situation from 90 cents to $2.50. Not with ENG. ENG. It's not your ordinary penny stock. Okay, write it down. Whatever you got to do to remind yourself of that. You're gonna see some crazy market moves with ENG. It's just ENG is an engineering, procurement, and construction company. Well, the way I like to think about ENG is a general contractor. I'm not going to be talking about explaining to you guys everything with their company because I've made several videos about them, and also Profire Energy. If you want to know more about the company, you can take a scroll down my YouTube channel and you can see videos about them, Profire Energy and ENG. But let's go and take a look over at Profire Energy earnings that they just announced. They actually just recently announced them like 30 minutes ago or something. So Profire Energy reports financial results for fourth quarter and full fiscal year 2021. Profire Energy provides solutions with efficiency, safety, reliability of industrial combustion appliances. Today reported financial results. Fourth quarter summary, revenue of $8.3 million, a 47% increase from prior year quarter. Gross profit of $3.4 million, or 41.6 of total revenues. Gross profit of $3.4 million. That's great. Net loss of $145,000. That's nothing. Let's see, $0 per share. That's great. Generated EBITDA of $40,000. Repurchased 664,000 shares of stock. Like I said, they're going to be repurchasing $2 million worth. So go and take a look over at their recent or their press release from last year about them repurchasing shares. It's from like September of 2021. So go and take a look over at that. Revenue of $26.4 million, a 23% increase from prior year. Gross profit of $11.4 million, or 43% of total revenues. Net loss of $1.1 million, or 2 cents per share. Cash flow from operations of $648,000, cash and liquid investments of $17.5 million, and remained debt free. That's the key, debt free. Okay, debt free companies. You want to try to find companies with no debt. Okay, because if they have debt, the stock goes down. We're not even going to be talking about my other one that's doing that. But try to find companies with debt free. I've learned from experience with losing money with other stocks. Debt free companies, what you want to find. Okay, or little if they have a little bit of debt and they have a plan to pay it back, either with more projects or whatever. That's what you want. And if they have cash in the bank, they raise the money, they pay back the debt. As long as they do that, that's fine. But Profire Energy, debt free. Okay. Let's see what the CEO had to say about the earnings. The fourth quarter represents our third consecutive quarter of revenue growth coming out of the pandemic. In fact, revenue in the fourth quarter exceeded our pre-pandemic top-line results from the fourth quarter of 2019, said Ryan Oviatt, the co-CEO and CFO of Profire Energy. I am pleased that we have been able to generate operating cash flow while maintaining our strong balance sheet, which remains debt-free. We believe we are well positioned to capitalize on our significant customer base of our core business as we continue to find new markets which we can serve to provide long-term value for our shareholders. Okay. There's something more here with Profire Energy. Let me explain to you why. On their last earnings call of quarter 3, 2021, they did hint towards merger and acquisition talks. Okay. They talked about expanding into the clean energy business with hydrogen. The CEO also spoke about methane gas and carbon capture. You hear about all this carbon capture talk with all these other companies. The CEO actually said the number one thing is the methane gas. Number 2 comes carbon. Okay. So they're working towards it. They got the merger and acquisition talks coming. It's weird how they just announced their earnings and after hours on Tuesday, and they have their earnings call on Wednesday morning. That's a little there's something more behind. There's something happened behind closed doors here with this company. Not a financial advisor, not what I'm just a kid trying to get rich with Profire Energy and ENG. ENG, let's talk about them. You know, we've talked about this one on my channel for a long time. Like I said, you can go take a scroll down to my channel. They're an engineering, procurement, and construction company. Go take a look over at their recent press releases. They were just awarded another contract to build a renewable diesel and aviation fuel plant. It's going to be producing around 100 million gallons per year when it's all said and done. According to their press release, it says the plant's not going to be completed to 2024. You guys think about building a house. Okay, these things don't take 2 days. Okay, but they're building huge oil and gas and renewable diesel plants. Okay, these things don't take 2 days. They take years. Okay, first they have to design the project. Okay, what they do is they design the project first because they are also a software engineering company. Okay, so they design the project first, then they go out and build it. Okay, so designing the project, that could take months. That could take a long time just to design the project before they even start. Okay, so keep that in mind with ENG. But the stock, like I said, we went from 90 cents to $2.50 over the past week or over the past month. But in 2008, guys, normally I would be taking profits in this situation. But with ENG, in 2008, this stock hit $17. Okay. I'm not going to go all in crazy with the charts or whatever, but all I will say is when everything was in the dumps in 2008, ENG was at the moon. All right. That's all I'm going to say on that. ENG, take a look into it. Profire Energy, they just announced their earnings. They're going to be doing their earnings call tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning. So that it's a little something's cooking in the kitchen there. You remember we're at the conference room. We're reporting at you live. Okay. ENG, Profire. Keep your eyes on Profire tomorrow, especially. I'm going to be there listening to the earnings call. Like I said, always listen to the earnings calls. I'm going to be there tomorrow. Profire Energy. I'm not actually going to be there, but you can log in. It's a virtual event. You log in, put your information in. You might even hear me. I might even chime in and ask a question. Say, what's going on with the merger and acquisition? What's cooking in the kitchen? This is Dominic from Dominic Stock Talk at the conference room. We're cooking in the kitchen. ENG, Profire Energy, to the moon. Always remember, ultimate goal for this YouTube channel is to get rich.